civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a
I see the family gathering. Who out there? Let me see some names. Throw up your tribe, family. Come on. Well, at least throw out your name. Like and share. What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray. Good morning, Romani.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go.
drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take a breath, take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Fam, just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your or should water. I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your or should water. I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour.
Shouts out to Brother Kwame.
Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Come on. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 What? Drink your water. Drink. 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 Drink your water.
Great day, family. Great Ujaama to each and every last one of you. So before I forget, let me give all of the Ujaama babies a round of applause. All those who was born on the day of Ujaama, because we all play a crucial piece in the building of our families, the building of our tribes, the building of our communities. We all play a major part, you know, and the ancestors laid it down so that we got these days that we can look at and be like, wow, we got actual days, right, that I was born on that tell me a little bit about myself. But anyway, family, I want to thank you for joining us here on Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Make sure you like and share. Family, it has been, I guess I could say eventful. We got
Kamala, am I saying her name right? Kamala Harris, vice president, right? With the ability to be black when she want to be. I mean, I'm just saying. But anyway, better than the Great Pumpkin, I guess, right? But anyway, we could talk about that a little bit tonight. Of course, y'all know we got tribal quotes tonight at 9 p.m. And of course, the lines will be open. The proverbs for the night, for those that wanna go ahead, are we did those. Yeah, we did those. Okay. All right, so I didn't mark them, so here we go. I'm gonna start with these, and if they sound familiar, y'all gonna text them in and be like, "Nah, bro, we gotta move forward." But it say the knowledge holders. Persons are based with the center cannot chart themselves. I kind of remember us dealing with that one, but anyway. At the center, everything crosses, and then crossing is created. Yeah, I'm moving past that. We did those. Here we go. Say the knowledge holder. Centering leads to self-knowing. Self-knowing is a dynamic of destiny, say the knowledge holders. The relation to the center is the guide for the self. The center is the reflector for the self, say the knowledge holders. I don't remember that one. Ever. I'm telling you, when you read this book, and by the way, the name of the book is African Openers to the Tree of Life. That's the name of the book, African Openers to the Tree of Life. One of the most powerful books I ever ran across. Say the knowledge holders. Centering leads to self-knowing. Self-knowing is a dynamic of destiny. Self-knowing is did you know that? Self-knowing is the dynamic of destiny. Say the knowledge holders. The relation to the center is the guide for the self. The center is the reflector for the self. Say the knowledge holders. My goodness. Anime, you need to come on home. All right. Number 2. The center is the stone of faith. Say the knowledge holders. Recognition of the center labels self-confidence. Wow. Doubt of the center marks the imperfected. A person would be foolish not to contact the center, said the knowledge holders. What? Next, said the knowledge holders, the center opens forth for the imperfected. The part becomes whole at the center, said the knowledge holders. All right, so those are the 3 that we're going to work with tonight. But of course, y'all know we have a proverb of the day, as well as we already went over the folktale of the week. So those that are on the 21-day Nguza Saba challenge and all that, the book is coming. The book is coming. I'm telling y'all, it's coming, man. I can't. Yesterday I was sitting in my car dreaming. Every now and then we gotta step back and dream. I came in the house and I had to make my ambrosia, RBG. How you doing today, Mac? I had to make my ambrosia. So I took it up we up 5 gallons from what we did last time, right? So I'm brewing about 20 gallons. So I'm working. I got to work out to move them because I ain't got all the fancy equipment, the stirring stuff. So to mix up the honey, I got to get up. So I'm doing all that lifting and stuff. So I go out to my car and I just start dreaming. I said, what are the possibilities? You know what I'm saying? We got the African Deep Thought Workbook. You need to work on that commercial. I said, dang, what could that commercial look like? I said, you got these 20 some odd gallons of ambrosia. What would it look like if all of those sold out? What would it look like if you sold 100 gallons a month? What would it look like if you sold 10,000 books? You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting up here like, wow, just thinking about it and connecting stuff. I said, because like, shoot, if I'm selling 100 gallons a month, that means I need help, which means that some of the young people or even some of the grown folks that ain't got nothing to do can actually come and help me with my ambrosia and get paid. Same thing with the books. sitting up here like, wow, opportunities are community building opportunities, and we always have to look for those. And every now and then I got to step back and I have to dream about it, because it just makes me feel so good. It makes me feel so good to just be like, the possibilities, but then to start working towards them, because I don't want to just be one of those that get caught on the possibilities. And then I also start working on the story that I'm telling myself. All right? The story that I'm telling myself about my ambrosia. You know what I'm saying? Because like, wow, don't usually sell 10. Now I got to change that story. Shit, we selling 20. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm producing. Every time I do, I'm producing 20. Change the story. Family, that's very important for each and every one of you out there. Change the story that you are telling yourselves. We have been held down by stories for a very long time. We have ignored the power of stories. Family, tell yourself a different story about yourself, about your family, about your career, about your education. You know what I'm saying? Come on, family. Come on, family. Change the story. Change the story. All right. But let's get to the toast, because I want to get to some of the news and possibly open up the lines. And I thought I might have heard somebody on the lines. Okay. Because the black line will be open. Come on, let me do the libation first. We call it the toast. We're gonna do the toast first. We're gonna lift up those ancestors. I got just enough to make it, but this batch is gonna have to sit for a while, family. So, cause I think this one might have to. This might not be ready till possibly the end of the month. Cause I am going to let this sit down and mature slowly, because y'all seen how the last one popped off anyway. So anyway. First, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up the Creator, and we say the word of power, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Where do we go? Family, we go to the only place we can. We go to, there's many places we could go, but we choose to go to the place where our personal ancestors are. We want to celebrate. We want to lift up our personal ancestors, right? We want to send them blessings so they could continue sending us blessings. We want to realize that they are an extended part of our family, right? You know what I'm saying? We have to, like I said, we have to change the story, right? So we want to lift up those that took time to lift us up when we couldn't lift ourselves up. We want to lift up those that empowered us when we felt powerless. We want to lift up those that stood up for us when we couldn't stand up for ourselves. We want to lift up those that fed us when we couldn't feed ourselves. We want to lift up those who made us feel good when we was down. We want to lift up those who surrounded us with love, even though everybody else or everything around us seemed like it hated us. We want to lift those individuals up that gave us wise advice, left us powerful words. You know what I'm saying? We want to lift those up. We want to lift those personal ancestors up. So, family, grab your glass. We are lifting up our ancestors. I'm going to go down the list that I have. If there's any new people in here and you have ancestors that you want to add to the list, by all means do. Type them in to the chat, and we will get them. I got a pen around here, and since my space is kind of separated from the space of where the Gye-Nyame girls at, that means that I always possibly will have a pen. All right, so let's go and lift them up. I'm going to try to go as far as I can by memory. We got Miles Brown, Miss Ann Robin, Texana Davis, Herman Brown, Sr., Rosalie Tilley, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gaston, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, No More X, Pet Mile, Rob Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose Sterling, and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Paulina, Luxor Brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Jonas Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melville Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mitchell Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Weller, Vita Farmer, Agoso Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Weston Hammond, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Seven Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hader Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Annie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Imatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Didi Monares, Jean and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. Oh, we did the whole front list. All right. Let's go to the second part. William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Honest Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scannell, Barry Wilson, Haley, Emma Hine, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Will Belongmeyer, Ezra Cannon, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pino Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosey, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, R.G. Finch, William Billingsley Jr., William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Simpson. Wait, did I say that whole family line? We got Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, R.G. Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Dorr, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball, Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Here, Tubman Case, Spencer Sturgis, Sonny Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Senior Hatch, Had Senior, Mally Miller, Housing Hashtag Cleveland, Mother Gibson, As Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Needy Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Urchin Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Rome Alls in West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Leda Green, Nathan Green, Vad Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Carwell Sr., Robbie Lee Carwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Jabez McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Alver, Mazarine Cooper, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We also have in the Black Book, we have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie O'Shea, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Christina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Wiggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Summer Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., the Clarence Lunk, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Deshandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry S. II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan, Hakeem Nkomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, T.L.R. Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Andy Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Murrow, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Murrow, Sylvester Foster, James Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cooper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don, Sable Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Juanette, Florine Stipp Gibbs, Carl William Dunkins Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, LaVonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Riesland, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Raleigh, Mona, Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, Vera and Reese Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallop, also known as Mama Moon, Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Albert, Donna Brooks, or Barbara Moses, Ida Spade, Eric Johnson, Eric Winston. Family. Once again, we have completed another cycle. We lift up our glass to salute our personal ancestors. Hopefully your ancestors are on the list. If not, by all means, feel free to add them, post them up on the timeline, and we will take care of that. We lift up our glass to all of our ancestors, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, move to the present moment. Where are we right now in the moment? Where are we? Family, first off, I didn't forget, but I did it already, but we're going to do it again. Family, we want to give all of those individuals born on the day of Ujaama, which is today. We want to give them a round of applause. And when I say birthday, I don't mean that you was born on this date. I mean that you was born on this day of the week. Your day name. Ujaama family, I want to act as I usually do on a daily basis. I want you to wake up your reticular formation. I want you to jumpstart your reticular formation. I want you to utilize your reticular formation today to identify the principle of Ujaama. It's floating out there. Family, we have to teach ourselves. Once again, changing the story. We got to teach ourselves that rather than looking for fuckery, rather than looking for bitchcraft, rather than looking for all of the madness going on in the world, we want to take some time because you do have to scope some of that out. You can't ignore that. That's dangerous, right? You have the ability to see those things because, ancestors put a lot of work in. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that we was able to see that stuff. But we also have to be able to see our principles operating in real life. Our principles are out there. Ujaama is out there, family, and we need your help to find it. On Gye-Nyame Journey, we need your help to find it. Listen, if you find Ujaama, when you find Ujaama, and you're able to take a picture of it in motion, you know what I'm saying, or you're able to write a poem about it, or you get it on videotape, post it on Gye-Nyame Journey timeline. Hashtag Ujaama. Hashtag Ujaama found. Hashtag Ujaama in motion. Hashtag Ujaama. Right? However you want to do it. Margarita, my granddaughter Marie, you want her added to the list, or is she on listening? I just want to be clear, Mama Margarita. Do you want to add her to the list? So I'll keep going until I get a response. So, family, where we are right now is we are on the day of Ujaama. Okay? Now, with Ujaama means cooperative economics. Ujaama talks about cooperative economics. Economics we talk about is, the science of what? Measuring resources or the use of resources. Cooperative resource management. Not just money. We don't want to. We want to get beyond. It's beyond money. It's the resources that make money real. Oh, her birthday today. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Marie. We need to go on and embrace finding our principles. Pointing them out, showing them to people who might not be able to see them. Because, family, let me tell you this: once you start finding your principles, once you start looking for them, you're gonna find them. Once you start finding them, you're gonna find even more. Once you start really finding more, you're gonna be able to take advantage of the opportunities that your insight has brought you. Now, here we go. So we got cooperative economics. That's my fault. We got Ujaama. For those that don't speak the language or you don't understand why is he talking about the days of the week and using these words for the days of the week. If you don't understand that, by all means, family, take yourself over to freegnjecourse.com. We explain everything in our e-course. I ain't gonna say everything. We got to leave some mysteries there. But you get enough information. You get enough information about what we talking about here with Gye-Nyame Journey where you won't be lost. Right? And like I said, if you don't have a tribe, you're looking for a tribe, family. Here we go. Also, so we got Ujaama means cooperative economics. We got reciprocity. We got gratitude, which is the principle we teach in the M7, which is a principle system we use for young people. Then we have the color green. You see by this shirt. Oh, and I can't wait to show y'all this. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all something in a minute. And then the hermetic laws, polarity, male name. Now, Ujaama is one of those unique. Ujaama is unique all the way around because it is the only day in our list where the names start with Y. So we got Yao for the male and Ya for the female, right? And there's a reason for that. But anyway, I digress. We're going to lift up our glass for this present moment, for the power in this moment. We want to recognize the power in this moment. We want to use this power in this moment to catapult ourselves and our lives forward. Realizing that we are in a constant battle for space and time, and people want to encroach on our space and time and rob it from us, so that our children will have none. But we ain't having it. We are recognizing our power in a moment. We are using our power in a moment, and we're growing our power in the moment, by the moment. So we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to our future generations. We want to lift up our glass for our children, our children's children, on to infinity. And we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move on to all of our relations. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From all of our relations, family, we move to that selfish toast. What is it that you need right now in this moment? What is it that you need right now in this moment? Wow. That never happened before. What is it that you need right now in this moment to move towards your greatness? Lift up our glass while we got the energy of the Creator, while we got the energy of our ancestors, while we got the energy of the present moment, right here, while we got our future generations. Right? What is it? Use this energy. What is it that you need right now in this moment to pull closer to you so that you can move towards mass? We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Very simple journey. Now, we're going to lift up our tribes, right? Lift up your tribe. Say your tribe's name. My tribe is Gye-Nyame. I'm lifting it up. Lift up your tribe, family. Ashe. From there, where do we go? And what is a tribe, Brother Hatim? Tribe is a group of families. And we don't have to go deeper than that. We don't have to go deeper than that. My tribe is Gye-Nyame, right? So, from there, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most marvelous, the most wonderful, the most understanding, uplifting, and bravest individual in the room right now. I lift my glass up to you. We say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Family, I am going to open up the lines for a short minute. Let me go on and I know I shouldn't do it, but, because I got to get out of here. But we're going to open up the lines. Let me see. BL. We're going to open up the lines. The black lines are officially open. Yes, y'all. So, let me put up the news screen. Do a nice little transition so I got time to get to where I'm going. And so I can show y'all some of the stuff that's popping off with Gye-Nyame right now. Family. So I've been telling y'all about, my fault, present moment. All right, so we pull on from the present moment. We have a proverb of the day. Now, I read the 3 that we're going to cover tonight, but the proverb of the day is Proverb 119. It's chapter 1, Proverb 19, out of the African Openness to the Tree of Life. This is the workbook that we got developed, and let me make sure y'all see that. We're going to go over to the hard copy here. So yesterday we did 118, freedom comes by alignment with the first source, for by that light human beings see best how to choose. Say the knowledge holder. So in this book, we're going to move to the next one. First proverb, first chapter, 19 proverb. Sight and creation always interact, say the knowledge holders. And this is a worksheet where when we are going through this, whether you're going through the 21 Day Angles of Cyber Challenge or you just trying to change your whole life, and you're going to do the whole book. You're going to work through all of the stuff Gye-Nyame got. Listen, this is a writable PDF. You could take yourself through the exercise, right? And empower yourself. It's oh my God, you know what I'm saying? So I already showed y'all the cover yesterday. Let me make sure this is it. All right, are we up? All right, cool. All right, GNJmedia.live is up. Y'all see that? It's back up. Somebody finally said, we better go and put this brother up before he go and shake up the world. We're going to shake up. It's too late. Who on the line? Somebody popping their lips on the line. Who on the line?
This is Brother Saga.
What's going on this morning?
Oh man, it's that pinky in the brain thing. You know, we gotta do it until it's done.
Right, I feel you. So
Yeah.
G&J Media.live is back up. So you can tell your friends, tell your family, tell your friends it's back up. But let me show you what's coming next. So this is not all the way up. It's not all the way up. But we got our own site. If you go to GNJ.media, right? So it's already up. We're going to have the Tribe page where we're going to have our own social network. Going to have the store popping off. Going to have all the social links in there for you. Going to have the commercials running. Going to be able to stream straight through here. It's going down, family. So now we're going to move to the Facebook page. Shaka, you got anything that you want to share before I jump into some of this news?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am waking up still, but I'm waking up with the intention today to be able to formulate projects, publishings, collections of essays and collections of curriculum from those who are teaching what could critically be compiled as a culturally appropriate education that could become accredited and online. We've talked about it little by little throughout the years, especially since I've been homeschooling my son, which has been over the past, it's been going on 4 years now that I've been a homeschool coach. And since the very beginning and since his very first week in school, from first grade, when they asked him about George Washington and he said he was a slave owner and they kicked him out of the classroom chat because of that in his first week in first grade, right?
Right.
So I want to be able to be able to balance that with an option, a culturally appropriate option, and also what's important about that is understanding that my responsibility, in cultivating an artist vanguard is making sure that, especially this time around, during the Harlem Renaissance, they didn't have as many means to be able to get information out so fast.
You're right.
So what I'm talking about should not take over 6 weeks to do if we are passionate and devoted to what we do. In fact, we shouldn't be writing anything new. If it's what we do, it should be standard in what we have to submit already towards that. So I would like to, and here's the piece, is that I'll introduce something like that, but I know myself. And here's where I'm at in the game. I'm looking for a project management team because I realize that that's exactly what I have. The evolution of the elevated people is not just a production. It's a project that needs, just regular delegation. And so we don't have to reinvent the wheel. And I think sometimes because we're bringing something, a construct that changes one's perspective and understanding of their own fundamentals, right? That with that process going on, some things get missed in the so we just have to be intentional about the way that we provide the information. That's so going back to me knowing myself, I know that I can come up with the idea. I see how the idea moves because in other ways it already is. But it does take a management team to be able to take that idea into a word, into what's something that's written, into something that's done. And I'm saying that it's worth it for our children's children to be able to have that and to own that and to look in our history books and to look in our archives and see their parents and their grandparents.
We are in a historical time, family. Know when you are. We are in a historical time. So the brother's putting a call out for a management team. He's up in Cleveland. This is one of the family members. We call, he's a tribal leader, We got the Black Phoenix up there in Cleveland. All right, so they want me to complete a paid online event boarding. I don't know. What y'all think? You know what I'm saying? But, hey. So, but once again, you said, what's that?
Yeah.
Well, where I could go on and have paid online events on Facebook. So, I'll look into it. But once again, they say we down, man. They saying, listen, apparently for the last 28 days from July 6th to August 12th, they say the people reached was 22,864, and they say that is down 33%. I can't believe that. 22,000 people. I know y'all be like, Brother Hatim, every day, but I have to come here, and I have to look at this, and I have to think about where we were. Because, I remember the first show when Shaka came on talking about his experience with homeschooling his child, or, you know what I'm saying? I remember the conversation and some of the people that was there, and we only had 10 people total watch the show. And now on our insights, they're saying that we have a reach of 22,864 people. And that's down by 33%. Shh. Man, come on. Post engagement, 7,040. In the last 28 days, they say that's up by 32%. That means that people have engaged with stuff that you and I have been posting on Gye-Nyame Journey's timeline 7,040 times. Page likes, we had 37. They say that's down 38%. 37 in the last 28 days. Family, I don't know how to thank you. I really don't. Now, I'm gonna find a way. I got to figure out because I'm gonna repost this, but I got it still pinned up to the top. We got Dr. Reba Kelsey addressed the village on August the 1st, and she will be coming back to address the village. I don't know if it's this weekend. I have to find out, but she will be back, and since Romani was on here, Romani, you gonna have to come on and be a guest on my show eventually too. Now, but I seen you on the Romani Kelsey Rogers. I think that's what it was. Yeah, you gonna have to come on my show. But anyway, so Dr. Reba came on and turned out. See, now first off, she did her piece on that Kaumba, which was dope. Then she came back on that Imani and did her piece. But what was doper about that piece was she broke down a book that was written by her pops. That shit was cold. You understand what I'm saying? So we got I can't call if all of them on the phone. I can't call and be like, can I speak to Doc? Because there's 4 docs in the room. You got Papa Doc, you got Mama Doc, and you got 2 sister docs. And so everybody Doc now. You know what I'm saying? So Big Doc wrote a book years ago that he has been using to guide his life and to help guide the community. And his daughter came on and broke that shit down to the very last compound. I was like, oh my God. So, I got books and I'm looking at Gina and Sasha. I'm like, please, Lord, please, one day, please let one of them be able to break down my shit like that rather than, because you ask them about my book right now, they be like, oh, God.
They give you the Scooby-Doo face.
Oh. Oh, my God. But it was dope. So if you haven't had a chance to see when she addressed the village, is on the top of the timeline. We got a postmasters for bias. how a local historian, this is from the charlottemagazine.com, I just seen this, I wanted to share it. It said how a local historian uncovered Trez Van Anderson, the Charlotte civil rights hero you never heard of. And I want to run through this because I'm one that, because many of our ancestors, our personal ancestors, were involved with shit that we don't know because they ain't talk about it. You understand what I'm saying? And even if they wasn't, in some form or fashion, they was in some type of support. So I love when we find these stories about these unknown figures because everybody is not going to make the history books. So let's look at this brother real quick. Only a few in his hometown know the name. My fault. Let me make sure I give credit. We got the Charlotte Gazette, and I'm assuming, I don't know, I think it's written by Emily Etheridge because I don't know whether it's the article or it's this piece of artwork that's right there. But all right, but anyway, only a few in his hometown know the name. He wasn't much for self-promotion, but Anderson was a crusading journalist in the South during Jim Crow, and his work exposed discrimination against black people long before what we think of as the Civil Rights era. 8 decades later, another black man is telling Anderson's story, which recasts the legacy of someone we do remember. In an age when we're all reconsidering what we thought we knew, Willie Griffin is digging in a forgotten corner, and what he's uncovered is news to us. Willie Griffin, a soft-spoken, bespectacled historian, has talked nonstop for more than an hour and rarely glanced at his note card. Behind him, in the back room at a Dilworth neighborhood grill, a projector displays a series of old newspaper clippings, photos, a chart or two, all about an area of history, black history in particular, that's been largely overlooked. The subjects of this evening's presentation to a local history and philosophy club is Double V Campaign, an effort led by a Pittsburgh newspaper during World War II to honor black servicemen and call for the full integration of black people into American society, including the military. Griffin is the staff historian at the Levine Museum of the New South. Oh my God. A Charlotte native and civil rights scholar whose research focuses on the untold history of his hometown. His talk wouldn't seem to promise a dynamic presentation. A former teacher, Griffin just clicks through a dozen of slides, explain each, and sometimes wanders into tangents, but he keeps the attention of 21 people, mostly in their 60s and 70s. I look around the room on this Thursday night in September 2019 and half expect the crowd to be drifting off, but their eyes are fixed on Griffin. With his neatly trimmed beard and wooden bead bracelet, several club members have pushed their dinner plates aside to make space on a long table to take notes. No one glances at a phone or starts a side conversation. About 5 minutes in, after an overall overview of the root of the civil rights movement in the 1930s and 1940s, Griffin clicks to a black and white photograph of a man who's central to his presentation. Tonight, to Charlotte's civil rights history and to the research Griffin has done over the past decade, the man in the photo wears a pinstripe suit, tie, pocket square, and a thin mustache. His name was Trez Van Anderson. There you go. Right there. Trez Van Anderson. Let's check out Trez Van real quick. Anderson was born in Charlotte in 1906 and lived much of his life here. For most of his 56 years, Anderson worked as a journalist and, in the age of Jim Crow, uncovered examples after example of discrimination against black people at a time when few dared to tell those kind of stories. You know, I don't know if y'all know the type of courage that it takes to put your name on a story and throw it out there for the world to see. I mean, when it ain't life-threatening. But this brother did it when it was life-threatening. At a time when people didn't have, that's incredible. He went on to write and publish a book Come Out Fighting, the epic tale of the 761st Tank Battalion, 1942 to 1945, about the first all-black tank battalion in U.S. Army history. Giffen, who found out about Anderson by chance by doing his research, believe Anderson is one of the most important unsung civil rights figures in the 21st century. So we want to send up shots to Trez Van Anderson. We invite one of his family members to throw him on our list. You know what I'm saying? But I want one of the family members. So somebody in South Carolina, if you know somebody related to the dude, make sure we get him on the list. All right, here we go. Let's keep it moving. But y'all gonna finish reading that. That's right there in Gye-Nyame Journey. The Daily Toast Ujaama. Oh, this is in the blog. So we got the blog connected with the page. So we getting busy. All right, but now, listen, billionaire Robert Smith urges corporations to take action on reparations. So I just did an article, but another article popped up in Forbes, right? And the only thing I can think is I remember when people used to laugh at me when I talked about reparations. They would laugh about the concept of, "I ain't gonna never pay us nothing. You sound stupid, Tim. You sound, stop it." You be at the party, and all of a sudden, somebody, the individual who has never been interested in nothing but sports, all of a sudden become the political expert in the room and shit. And you got to sit up here and argue with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna never pay no reparations, and you don't know nothing about politics. I know more about politics than you do. You watch it. You's a sport man. You know what I'm saying? Get back on that goddamn grill and shut up. And I used to have to. I bring up reparations. I bring up, and people just look at me like I'm crazy and shit. There you go. Then don't let, you know what I'm saying? So then, but I know I got kind of offensive once I start, because I start drinking, because it's like, I'm not drinking for social reasons. I already know what's going to happen. Once I'm like, cool, all right, cool. Y'all, you want to get ignorant, you want to get, shit, nigga, let me get two of these down, right? We gonna have it up in here, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but now, after a couple of celebrities and a couple of billionaires talking about this, Oprah talking about it, you know what I'm saying? It's like now motherfuckers want to have a comment. No, I don't want to talk about it now. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let y'all talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I already did all the talking, right? Now, billionaire Robert Smith urges corporations to take action on reparations. Now, y'all going to look at that article yourself. Shaka, you got something you want to hit on the subject? I know you like what subject? But anything coming to mind? You say who?
I'm good for right now.
Cool. So billionaire Robert Smith urges corporations to take action. So those that remember, we read about Robert Smith 2% plan, where he wants major corporations to take 2% of their money and invest it in black businesses for a 10-year period. I think it should be longer than 10 years, but hey, he got the billions, I don't. But I just, because just like with the whole, because people be like, oh man, the reparation thing, where they gonna get the money? I said, listen, do them like they do your ass. When you go buy a house, they ain't expecting all the cash down. Take a down payment. We'll take a down payment as a people, and y'all could pay on a monthly basis for the next 30 to 45 years. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. We extend you credit. You know what I'm saying? But just know you're going to get a bunch of calls if that check ain't on time. Just letting you know. All right. Let's go and look at what Robert Smith talking about before I get up out of here. All right, this is by Karen Robertson Jacobs. How you doing, Miss Karen? Forbes got a black writer, y'all. Let's give it up for Forbes. I give it up. How you doing, Miss Karen? She said, I cover breaking news with an emphasis on race. That's right, baby. So you a race woman. I like it. I like it. Top line. Even as more local governments looking at paying reparations. Wait, stop. I missed something. Oh, Matt. The number is 614-556-4535. You must not can see the timeline. You on YouTube. You can see the timeline. I put the number up twice. 614-556-4535. Now that's gonna look kind of messed up on there, but it is what it is. All right. Even as more local government look at paying reparations to descendants of enslaved people, billionaire financier Robert F. Smith, the nation's wealthiest black investor according to Forbes, doubled down on his belief that corporate America, which benefited from the slave trade, should consider making reparations to African Americans. So let's look at what he think real quick. He got a lot of points here. Let me go on through these points. I think corporations have to also think about, well, what is the right thing to do? Smith, CEO of private equity firm Vista Equity Partners, said in a video interview with Reuters, adding, I think action needs to be taken. Comments come 2 months after Smith, 57, in a keynote address at Forbes 400 Summit on Philanthropy, said that black and minority communities have been abandoned by large banks, are starved of capital needed to build businesses and local institutions, and argue that pumping in reparative capital and investing directly in financial architecture would be a fast way to advance economic justice for black Americans. And the thoughts also follow 2 months of the protests and outrage sparked by televised death of George Floyd, who died on Memorial Day under the knee of a white former police officer, sparking a national reckoning on race and the role of racism in the development of this nation. Family, please, we cannot let this moment pass. We cannot let this moment pass without extracting a pound of flesh. So those of you that just want to get along and get shit back to normal, sit down and shut up. Let those who are loud, this is where your crazy cousin who loud and shit, this is where they come in handy. The ones that don't mind saying the shit that you might be uncomfortable. If you're uncomfortable in this moment, sit your ass down. Let the people who don't care about whether or not they're comfortable or not, or don't care about whether or not the people around them are comfortable or not, because this is the time. See, because what's going on is many of us had to squeeze ourselves into white mannequins and shit and become something that we're not. And now we got people being able to truly express. I am sick of this shit. I'm sick. We're sick. We can't continue on this path in this country. It's unsustainable. And this wealth gap makes absolutely no sense. You know what I'm saying? Especially to somebody like myself, where I seen my grandfather getting enough work the work ethic was just the work ethic was just ridiculous. And to watch him have to meander off into poverty after retirement really, really fucked me up, because it made me really think that, some of the people that I was dealing with might have been right. I tell him, you doing all the right shit, but you always broke. Doing all the right shit, but you always, you always broke. So maybe you might need to stop doing some of the right shit. And we got to really, because this is the message that's going out. This is the message that our young people are seeing. So we got to be very clear on being able to speak out about what the fuck is going on. This shit is incredible. The injustice is incredible. The reason that it's there is all the evidence is laying right in front of us. And if we let this escape and we let some other group come in and take the reward for this, we have basically right now, family, whether you know it or not, I'm toasting every morning about this present moment. Right now, we have people right now in your face trying to take your space and time. That's all we got. Once a people lose their space and time, they no longer exist. Let me name some people who lost their space and time. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't name them because they don't exist. It's almost like they never existed. You do realize there were groups of people that were totally wiped out throughout history because they gave up their space and time, or their space and time was pried from their hands. And we have to decide on whether we're going to be satisfied with becoming that group, that next group that loses space and time. Because America's becoming vastly unaffordable for us. You know what I'm saying? The credit card lifestyle can only carry you so far. Early this month, in a split vote, commissioners in Buncombe County in Blue Ridge Mountain, Western North Carolina, joined the Asheville City Council in passing a historic resolution apologizing for the country's role in slavery and supporting reparations for black people who live here, according to Asheville Citizen Times. And let me tell you why I'm mad about that. Because I wanted to make Columbus to be the first city in a nation to be able to do that. I was like, I got it planned out in all 2023. But shouts out to the Boycombe County group that made that shit happen. Shouts out. Celebrations. And in Washington, House leaders said this year they expect to pass for the first time a three-decade-old. Some of y'all got grandkids that are younger than this damn proposal. A 3-decade-old proposal created a federal commission to craft an official government apology and remedy plan, according to the Wall Street Journal, as an approach that's been endorsed by presumptive Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden. No, Joe, we require so much more from you. Oh, Joe, there's no need for a commission. We already know the effects. We got all the studies. There's no need. Oh, Joe, some of y'all some of y'all so easy. You know what I'm saying? You supposed at least play hard. You know what I'm saying? Even if you gonna give it up, just play like you wasn't. Some of y'all like, I'm gonna vote for him regardless because I just don't. At least see, because I don't have to do shit if you already tell me you gonna give it to me. I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? If there's some doubt, if there, you might go for the other, or you might just stay. If there's some doubt, I'm gonna do something to kind of, you know what I'm saying, get you to take off your belt. But black folks, you so goddamn easy. I'm gonna vote for them regardless. Some of y'all loose. Stop. You can't be loose in your politics. We can't be loose in our politics. You know what I'm saying? Tighten up your belt. Put on your jockey strap, or put on the belt that they used to put on the ladies back in the day. You can't just be loose with your politics. How y'all gonna be sitting up there talking about just because he picked Kamala, who can be black sometime when she wants to, and could be East Asian on the other, which listen, this plays no. I just want to be honest about it, right? Because motherfucker like, you black police. Okay, yes, okay, cool. I'll take that. Fuck it. I got a badge. I got the goddamn right to do it. I've been here long enough. I'm old enough. Yes, I'll do that. See, what people want you to do is to downgrade yourself. Many of you have the right to decide on who is black enough. Fuck all that. Now, whether or not I vote for it, that is not the determining factor. But the bitch is lying. Let's get it straight. Let's get it balanced. Let's just be real about it. She's riding the wave. She's doing like that Castro or whatever that dude name that's a Republican that's Hispanic. I can't remember his name. He get from Texas, the one that sent out the tweet about let's just give everybody $1 million. He's Hispanic. When you can look at him, know he white. They playing games. But hey, it's cool. But I'm saying this, black folks, stop being so goddamn easy with your vote. We just need to get Trump out. Even if you don't like the motherfucker you with, you got to at least play hard to get so the other person will put some effort towards pulling you away. I don't have to put effort towards pulling you away if you just gonna give me the draws. You just gonna give me your vote. I don't have to do shit. I'm sorry, did somebody call in or did somebody hang up? Am I cussing too much early in the morning? Somebody from Detroit on the line. What's going on? Brother Kwame said, don't chase the cow when you already got the milk. Hello? Did I turn y'all down? Hello? Because somebody calling in from Detroit. All right. Man, I was talking so much, I didn't even know this Shaka left. I'm sorry. I really get hot about this stuff, man. Okay. All right, cool. Take a breath. All right, cool. But we know there don't need to be no goddamn study for the reparations piece and all that. Nah. Fast track our shit. Fast track my check. You understand? Fast track it. You understand? And I take payments. And I'm quite sure I could talk to my whole group. All 30 million. We'd be willing to work with you, America. We don't want you to flood the market with useless dollars. We give you time. And we can build this country up. All right, but anyway. In Reuters' interview, Smith, whose wealth Forbes estimated $5.2 billion, said he was pushing U.S. lawmakers to make more aid available to black communities, adding, how do we restore, repair, and regenerate the economic activity in these communities utilizing the force of the U.S. government and business in partnership? Man, see, this is what I'm talking about. Listen, go and read that for yourself. Y'all go and read that for yourself. See, because, now the conversation's becoming realer now, right? Because, y'all we got a billionaire, the guy that paid for all those kids' college. Oh, it's becoming real. Oh, Ice Cube. Ice Cube talking about it now. T.I. talking about it now. It's becoming real. But like I told you, family, you got to tell yourself a different story. This narrative started long before a lot of these people got involved in this space. I just need y'all to know. And those of you that was in the space prior to everybody talking about it, humble your goddamn self. Humble yourself. Okay? I'm just saying. All right, money will show up in time for the election. I'm guaranteeing it. Right, possibly the day before you go vote. The Great Pumpkin gonna make sure that everybody get a check. He gonna make sure it's a chicken in every pot and gas for every car for those who have a garage. Just saying. Great Pumpkin is going. Linus was right. I keep telling y'all, Linus was right. Ain't the teacher in Detroit? The teacher's in Detroit, but I think she might have just called in to listen. And plus, by the way, the teacher show aired yesterday, so if y'all could give her some support, it's on the timeline. Hopefully I get to it, but I gotta get out of here. All right, hold on. With Congress stalled, second round of stimulus checks won't be coming anytime soon. That's your Congress. That's our Congress, right? Our Congress is showing, you're not the major priority, family. You're not the major priority. You got to remember that. For those of you that I got Google Music or whatever it's called. Google says it's working hard to address YouTube music complaints. You better goddamn well be. I done built a playlist over the last, I don't know how many years. And they just told me that they switched all my stuff over to YouTube Music. I go over to YouTube Music. I got a whole bunch of individual playlists. So I go to the playlist. I click the playlist. And it ain't nothing but that one artist. Now, y'all like, well, isn't that what? No. I got songs from different artists that I like. It's certain artists that I don't want to hear the whole goddamn album. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear your whole goddamn album. It's a certain song that I like, and I got them YouTube. Alphabet. Go get your shit together, man. How y'all be making, y'all got all these companies all in a sense, now maybe under, y'all still up under one economic roof. Y'all could communicate. Communicate. All right, we about to come out with something new for music. Oh, good. Okay, cool. How can we use it? Y'all can't tell me that before y'all line some shit that y'all can't communicate well enough to. Because y'all done messed up my music. Y'all done messed up my music. Y'all done messed up my music. So now I got to go through a whole motherfucking playlist and, spare me. Support for a program to pay reparations to descendants of slaves, descendants of slavery, CNBC. Somebody call their ass, check that. Descendants of slavery, not descendants of slaves, you ignorant bastards. But anyway, slaves is gaining momentum, but could come with I think they said something like a $10 to $12 trillion bill. We take payments.
Ted Cruz.
Huh? Ted Cruz, you goddamn, I can't stand that mother. Ooh, I hate, fake white boy. Let's just say what it is. Hey, you was looking that up? Who this on the line? Okay, well, thank you for, now, I put this on about the power of stories. Mm-hmm. Who is this? Mm-hmm. Who is this? Hello? Hello?
I can't hear you, Brother Hatim. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Who this? Well, I guess you can't hear me, so you won't be able to tell me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm trying to get through.
Oh, hey, you on somebody, well, I don't know who it is. Hold on. Stay on the line. Let me take care of this. Disconnect me. Reconnect me. Can you hear me now? Check 1, check 2. Oh, wait. I don't see no bars. Let me make sure that Spreaker is still working. Spreaker still working. All right. Come on.
This call may be recorded or transcribed.
Hello? Check 1. Can you hear me?
Brother Hatim?
Yes, ma'am.
This is Mac WCCCD calling from Detroit.
What's
Black
up?
Black African Power, brother.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I am doing good. How you called in? What did we do to be blessed this morning? What's going on?
Well, it is RBG Day. The celebration of the flag being 100, created by Marcus Mosiah Garvey. And I had to call in to the Gye-Nyame family because you add so much to my life, and I really appreciate it.
Oh, man. Hey, I did not know that it was RBG Day. Are you serious?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
But I know I thought Marcus Garvey's birthday was late, but this is not celebrating his birthday.
His birthday is the 16th, but he created the flag on the 13th.
Let's give that a round of applause.
Yes.
Give that a round of applause.
I'm with everything you said about reparations and even more, because you know what? I want to go so far. I want all of our artifacts back, our scrolls, our people that they trotting around and being on display. I mean, it's so much that they owe.
They owe.
And we do have a right to determine who black and who ain't. That's that.
Hell yeah. I'm deaf. And because what people do to try to silence your argument is either come up with a fact that will take you off point or try to use guilt in some form or fashion to get you to be quiet. So we have people say, you can't qualify who black and who not. Why? We'll give you the right to say that I can. You know what I'm saying? At least for my group, I have a group. You know what I'm saying? How about you?
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Because the piece is, my issue isn't whether or not she's black, but my issue is she being honest?
Thank you.
That's all I'm asking for. I'm not stupid. And I'm not going to allow you to play me as stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because it go from black woman. I mean, it's in the last 2 days, it's been black woman, first woman of color, first East Indian. What the fuck is it? Why is it that our group is the only group where a motherfucker could be everything?
Yeah.
That don't make no sense. How we ever gonna win anything if you could be everything? We got to be able to arrange our borders and defend them. We got to. You can't have a nation unless you're able to do that. You can't have a family unless you're able. You can't have nothing if you can't establish your borders. And if you have to,
about this?
Go ahead.
How about this, Brother Hachim? You can't even get in the meeting if you ain't black. How about that? You can't even get in the meeting. Nah, that's that. I didn't drew the line. There it is.
So, there we go. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let other people go on and deal with the whole piece. I have to decide on my moves for the coming election, because and then to hear people of very high intelligence say I'm going to vote for Biden and Kamala regardless. It's so troublesome to me. It's so troublesome.
They got to give me something I can feel.
Right. It's like when you say that you already gonna give me something, I don't have to really put no effort forward to get it. You know what I'm saying? At least play hard to get. I'm still thinking I'm gonna vote anyway. I just want to get Trump out of office. Okay. But family, I got to get up. I am late for my adventure. It's kind of hard to explain. Why you late? I was doing my show. That shit don't work. It don't work. It don't work. So, family, I appreciate the conversation. But family, if you could, go and make sure you go and check out support Gye-Nyame Journey. You know what I'm saying? I showed y'all the new site. We're gonna have the shop So you're going to be able to go there directly and get Gye-Nyame gear. We're going to have our own social media network. You know what I'm saying? So you get kicked off when you get kicked off of Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Unless you just totally out of control. You know what I'm saying? We building right here, right? We got the game coming out. I got a children's book that's about to drop. We got the African Deep Thought Workbook that's coming out. We got the 21 Day Nguza Saba Challenge book that's about to come out. You know what I'm saying? So we serious out here, and I want to thank Mac Word for calling in. I want to thank Brother Shaka for calling in, and family. You know, unfortunately, I got to get up. I will see y'all tonight.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.